Hi, so in this video I'm going to be demonstrating how to complete game 2 from Prep Test 62. Okay. So an artisan has been hired to create 3 stained glass windows. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3 windows. The artisan will use exactly 5 colors of glass. G, O, P, R, and Y will represent those colors. Each color of glass will be used at least once. Okay, so a minimum of once. So we don't know exactly how many times we're going to use each color, and there isn't an indication here that we're going to only use each of the colors once. So just because you've used green in a particular window doesn't mean that green is no longer available. Okay, so that's just a minimum. And each window will contain at least 2 different colors of glass. All right, so this also is just a minimum. All right, and to fulfill that minimum, you know, we would know that we're definitely going to have to use at least one of these colors more than once, I guess. Or, well, I mean, we would definitely know, we would actually know that we need to use, because we don't have a 1-to-1 ratio. Once you see that you've got 2 per window here, you know that you don't have a 1-to-1 ratio. And so if you were kind of stuck in that standard mindset of once I've used green, I don't need to worry about it anymore, or I can, you know, move on to the other colors, I don't need to use green again, then that hopefully should be enough of a clue to tell you, oh, okay, never mind, I actually have to be paying attention to the potential numerical deductions here and recognizing that these are minimums, not exacts. Okay. Then we have our conditions. So exactly one of the windows contains both green and purple glass. So this combination of green and purple happens exactly once. Okay, so it's possible to use green in other windows or purple in other windows, but we can't have green and purple together in more than one. Exactly 2 of the windows contain rose glass. Okay, so rose exactly twice. And then so we have our conditionals. So if a window contains yellow, then that window contains neither green nor orange. All right, so neither A nor B means not A and not B. Okay, so neither A nor B is not A and not B. Okay, not both A and B translates to A is out or B is out, not A or not B. Right? So this is a confusion that a lot of people will have when it comes to translating these conditionals and negations and all that stuff. So just something to keep in mind, that not both and neither nor create 2 different relationships, and the difference there is with neither nor, we know that both of them are out, and with not both A and B, we know at least one of them is out, and so there is a difference logically between those. All right, so there's our original conditional for Rule 3. To create the contrapositive, we want to flip and negate. So G becomes positive and becomes or. O becomes positive, and we have to negate Y, so we cross it out. So if G is in or O is in, then Y is out. If a window doesn't contain purple glass, then it contains orange glass. If it doesn't contain orange glass, then it contains purple glass. So what we have here is a relationship between purple and orange where we actually have to have one of them, at least one of them, in each of the windows. Okay, so either O is in or P is in would be another way that we could state this. Every window has to contain either orange or purple. All right, so let's get into the questions. Took a little longer to set that one up than I usually would, so just going a little bit slower there, making sure that we're getting the deductions. All right, so question 7, we do have our typical sort of setup, so I'm going to go through and find the rule breakers. Okay, so rule 1, exactly once we have to see green and purple, so we can't have it more than once, which is our problem with C. Okay, so C, we have green and purple in 2 of the windows. In the rest of them, we do have the green and purple combination in exactly 1. We need to see rows twice. Okay, so E is out because we only see rows once. Rule 3, if a window contains yellow, then it can't have green or orange. So I can't see yellow and green together, and I can't see yellow and orange together. That's what I would be looking to eliminate here. Just searching for yellow, and I see yellow and orange together in a window in answer choice D, so that one's out. So it's between A and B now, and I just have that final rule here where I do have to have either orange or purple in every window. So A is out because I just have rows and yellow, and so that's actually breaking rule 4. So answer choice A, window number 2 is breaking rule 4. So the correct answer is B, and I always like to write that as an acceptable solution. So maybe I want to line up my acceptable solutions along this side. Okay, so we've got B, we've got 1, 2, 3. 1 is GPR, 2 GRO, and 3 P and Y. And so I can also double check that, right? That I've got G and P exactly once. I've got R twice. If I have yellow, okay, I have yellow here. Can't have G or O, I don't. And in each of them, I either have P or O, P, O, P. Okay, great. So I've really double checked that one, and I feel confident to move on. Which one of the following cannot be the complete color combination of the glass in one of the windows? So for this one, the easiest go-to is rule 4, right? I have to have one of these 2 colors. So C isn't going to work. I just have green and rose. So C cannot be the complete color combination. Okay. 9, if 2 of the windows are made with exactly 2 colors of glass each. Okay, so we know we've got a minimum of 2, but they're saying 2 are made with exactly 2 colors of glass each, then the complete color combination of the glass in one of those windows could be what? So we're looking for a complete combination. So once again, if it doesn't have orange and it doesn't have purple, it's got to be out of the running. All right, so that's a quick way to eliminate some options here. We can eliminate A, orange and rose, potentially fine. Orange and purple, potentially fine. Green and rose, no, so D is out. And green and orange, potentially fine. Okay, so B, just orange and rose in one of the windows. So orange and rose, let's say green and purple, we know we have to have that at least once, and then we have, you know, rose again, and we have to have either orange or purple, right? So doesn't really seem to be any issue with that one, except yellow has to be involved, right? And with yellow, we can't have green and orange. So we put yellow in the third one. This one looks good to me. There doesn't really seem to be any issue with it. If we put orange and purple together, we're going to have green and purple somewhere, and then we're going to have yellow. And now we're having problems, right? Because we do have to have rows, right? So that might be an issue. So I'm seeing out of the options that are left over, I'm seeing that we have orange in all three of them, but one of them is giving me help with filling another condition, which is that rose condition. I've already checked to see that it could be true, and so certainly under time constraints, I would go with B. But even starting to try to figure out how to make C work, I'm running into a problem where I'm not going to be able to get 2 rose colored windows in there without either breaking an original condition or breaking the question specific condition, which is that 2 of the windows are made with exactly 2 colors of glass each. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little pause here, and I'll be back with part 2.